Hi everyone, Namaste, Namaskar, Namaskaram. So in the last video, we have discussed and explored about text input and the input data and the directory, then date time now, and the browse as well as the output data. Along with these tools, we have explored some preparation tools like autofill, data cleansing, filter, formula, and the select. So now in this video we are going to discuss and explore about some more preparation tools in the Alteryx. So we are going to discuss about exactly what does the a particular tool do, then what is the user of it, how do we use a tool in a particular workflow in a particular section, what is the user of it. We will be exploring it very detailedly. Okay, let's jump into the video. Then first of all, for any Alteryx workflow, the very basic thing is we would require one input. So since we have uh, looked into the some of these tools, I am going to take an input data. Then I'm going to set up a connection with one of the file Alteryx sample workbook. I'm going to select a sheet here, sheet. I'm going to run the data, right? So this is my data. So now I'm going to do some operations over here, right? I'm going to do some operations over here. So autofill. What does autofill do? So it will just change the data type of a field based on the data which is available in the column. Then click on run. It will just change the data and data type. Then data cleansing. So what does data cleansing tool do? If you look at the configuration window of data cleansing tool, we can remove the nulls, we can remove null columns, we can it will just clean the columns. Then it can replace the blanks with string. If it is a blank, if it is a string data type, it will just replace it with the blank. If it is a number, it will just replace this with the zero. Then it will just remove these kind of tabs, all white spaces, letters, numbers. If it is unwanted, it can just remove the unwanted letters, characters, whatever it is. Then it can modify the case. If you want to change it to uppercase, lowercase, it can do. Then we have used filter. If you want to apply some filters on the particular data, we can apply the filter tool here. Just a name, I can filter the data based on the name. So let's see what happened. So did I get anything? No. So I don't have the exact nickel in my dataset. That's why it is not producing any output. So if I change this to contains instead of uh, nickel, if my field contains nickel, it will give the output. See, nickel. So we can use the custom filters also by using some formulas which is already available in the Alteryx. Then we can use formula. So using formula tool, we can create a new column over here based on the, or you can update the existing column. So if this column has Nikhil Kumar, so without changing the data type of a column of it, I can change this to, instead of Nikhil, I can put my name is Nikhil. It should be in the commas. See, instead of changing the simple thing, the data in this column got changed. We can change age also. If you want to, for example, this is my correct date of birth, but if you want to calculate, the exact data of as on today, so what I can do, date time diff is to date time, year of date of birth, um, This is not a. This is also we can do, but I can use um, date of. Uh, can use date of birth, then so date, date, time. Now, what I can do? By days, hours. I can put like this. Now, file put this as days. Right. Instead of doing this, let's put this as put this here and remove this comma. So this is the date from till now. So these are the number of days from my date of birth. Okay, so if I want to change this days to year, so my age is as of today is 32. If I want to change this to months, you can see it has been 393 months from my born. So this is how we can update the exact exact date, sorry, exact age of the. I'll change this to year. Let's put this here. Okay. So whenever we change in a particular thing, it will get applied to entire column. So for example, if we remove this and if we put this here directly, see what happens. See, this is so previously per person I put it as 33, 34. If you look at this, see my name is instead of this, let's change this as well. So if let's try some inserting some conditions. IIF uh, and this is the boolean, like it is a condition, else name. Okay, I'll put a condition over here. Name contains, instead of contains, my name, what should be the target? Nickel. Okay, if the name column contains nickel, then change the particular data to my name is nickel, else keep the data as it is. This is what I'm going to do. See, now the data got changed. My name is nickel. Now it is 32. It is calculating based on the uh, as of today age. So this is the age of the. So we were able to update the data age as well based on the date of birth and as on today. So date time now. This will return the value of date time now. So date time. What does date time now prints? Date time now prints date function. Date functions. What does the date time function print? Date time now. It will print date time now. Print the current timestamp of a computer system. So if you are in any time zone, so whatever the time is there on that particular computer location, it will just print the time. So if I want to change this complete time to only to print only the date, I can choose to date. I can do this. Okay. So if I want to get only the current month, okay, what I can do, date, time, month. See, it is the 6th month. Instead of I put date, time, year, it will just print the year. Date, time, day. If I put today is 9, right? So if you what if you want to print the days names, like month names like June, July, August, and the days as well. What we can do, date time format, uh, I'll instead of date I'll put this comma, I'll change this format to percentile A. So today it is Friday. If I keep capital A, everything will be printed. Okay. Small a prints only the first three letters or the short form of a day name. Okay, in a week. So if I put capital A, it will print the complete day name. If I put small b, it will print the short name of a month. If I put small capital B, it will print complete month. Okay. If I put small y, it will give you the last two digits of a year. If I keep capital Y, it will print the complete year. Okay. So these are the some of the date functions. Okay. So if you want to calculate, so these are the date functions. Okay. If you want to calculate, so what we can do, if you want to do some calculations on date time, just start typing date. Okay, so these are all the date time functions which we can perform on a date time values. Okay, now for example, if you want to calculate difference between two dates, as we already seen this date time diff, we can use this one, and we can put the data like, so we have to put the, if you want to put the data manually, 2023 01 01. Okay, so this is one of the date. The first argument should be the latest date, or second argument or parameter should be the lowest date. So for example 2000. Okay, and I want to calculate this in the difference in days. It's been 8401 days. If you put this as months, 276 months. If you put this as years, 23 years. It's been 23 years from 2000 to 2023. This is how we can perform the date time operations. We will dive deep into this later, but we have to continue on some of the basic preparation tools. Okay, so this is the filter. Okay, so now if I want to remove duplicates from this particular data set, what I can do, I can use unique. What does a unique tool does? We just click on this and you can double click here. If you double click, the tool gets inserted. Otherwise you can use just drag and drop functionality and select right. So there is nothing. So this is the duplicate value. So this will be having two anchors. This is called anchor. Okay, this is called anchor. So this will be having two anchors. One is unique, where all the unique values will be printed here or displayed. This is the duplicate. If there are any duplicate values found, we can see the duplicates here. This is one of the basic tool. And the sort is nothing but we can sort the data based on the column names or something, either in descending or ascending order. Then name is in ascending order, then age is also in ascending order. Let's run this. What happens? Ascending, this is also ascending. Sorry, no, this is not in ascending order. Now I'll put this as descending. what happens? Okay, now this is in descending order. I'll put the gender as descending. What happens? So first of all, what happens based on this order, based on the order of the conditions which we put here. First condition is name is on ascending order. So the name column gets sorted. Then it will go to the gender. So based on this gender, the data will get started one by one. Okay, this is the sort. Now this is the sample. Sample. What does a sample do? So we can choose the sample option. So if you want to select first 100 rows, or I want to select first 2 rows. Okay, in this complete data set, so we have 6 rows, but I want to select only first 2 rows, whatever it may be. I can select using the sample tool. I can use only the 2 rows. If you want to, there is the sample. If you want to use only the last 2 or 4 rows from this data set, you can use last 4. Okay, skip 1 to n rows. What does this do? If you want to skip first 1 to 2 rows. If you want to skip to first 1 to 2 rows, what happens? First two records will be ignored, the rest will be displayed. One of every n rows, what happens if I choose this? One of in every 2 rows will get removed. One of every 2 rows. 1, 2, 3 will be ignored, then 4 will be printed. 1, this will be ignored, this will be printed, this will be ignored, this will be printed, and this will be ignored. Right? Then first 10% of first, for example, 1% of rows. What is 1% of 6? 0.6. So it will get rounded, then everything is ignored, right? So this is what a sample tool does. Then record ID. What can a record ID do? So record ID, we have this data, for example, now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I can assign a row number for each and every row. For example, if I record ID, I'm just going to call this column name as record ID, or you can just change this to whatever. For example, in index. If you want to put index, you can put it as, and what is the its data type. So I will keep int 32, or else you can keep anything here 32. Then I will apply it at the first column, right? If I apply this to first column, what happens? So that first index will be applied. So this is the row number here. This will get applied to the data. What if I put this in the last column, right? So it will get applied at the last column. Okay. Now this is the index. Sorry, record editor. Okay. What is the generate rows, right? So if I want to, so these are the, okay, if I want to generate rows, okay, if I want to generate rows, for example, let us take a sample. Okay, So this is my, I'll apply this generate rows example here. Delete from this and I will apply. I will, what can I do? I will apply only first. I'll take only first row with the sample one. Then I'll hit run. Then I'll use generate rows. Okay. So what happens if I use generate rows? Okay. What is my use case? What I want to do with this? Okay. So run. Okay. See here, my date of birth is 1998 12. Okay. So I want to. Okay. These are all the default settings. Okay. So I want to create 10 rows out of it. Okay. I can create 10 rows. What happened here? Yaar, my screen is so sucking. And this is not at all acceptable. Yeah. Okay. I can just zoom it. Okay. So now I'm going to create 10 rows instead of I'm going to create 10 rows based on some condition. So the default condition in the generate rows here is initiation expression. What we have to initiate? So we have to initiate here 1. Okay, and the new column. So this is the new column where I'm going to create using generate. So currently it will iterate until the condition is met. It will create the new rows until the specified condition here is met. Okay, and the loop expression. What are we going to do? So initiate is initial. So initiation expression is one something. For example, it is one. As of now, it is one. So this is the row count. This is the column name here, and I want to keep this less than or equal to 10, and I want to increase this value for each loop. Okay, for each loop, for each loop. So what I'm going to do for each loop, I'm going to increase it by 1. So what is happening here? So 1 2 3 4 got printed, but what if I remove this plus 1? Only 1 gets printed. The value did not change after a loop. Okay, so we got an error. What we can do here, row count plus 1. Okay, done. So 1 2 3 is getting printed. What if we change this to 2? Instead of 1, let's add 2. So we got only 5 rows where 1 3 5 7 9 is added every time. So this is less than or equal to 10, and we are adding only 2. So when this particular condition is met and less than or 10 rows, I want to add 10 rows, and I'm going to add 2. So these two conditions are satisfied, so we got only 5 rows. But I want to, here my next use case is, but if I want to, so I have this. Okay, now these are the default settings, right? So I want to, I will do, okay, I will do one thing. So I'll create a formula here. So what I can do, add a column. So date today. Okay, I can do or else we can use to date this one also, date time now, and I change this data type to only date. This is how we can use also. Okay, what happens here? So see what happens. I got today's date here and my date of birth. Okay, I want to create rows from my date of birth. Like I want to create 32 rows for each year. Okay, so what I can do, initialize expression is my, we can click this also. Initialize expression is, just remove this, put date of birth. Okay, then condition is less than or equal to, you can use this one also, less than or equal to date time today. Okay, now what I'll do, I will use a date time function. Date time add for uh, row count, comma, I will increase it by 1, comma, I will increase the years. Okay, that time add 1 year for each and every loop. I'm going to add 1 year. Okay, I'll close this. Let's see what happens here. Oh my god, the formula resulted in a string, but the field is numeric. Okay, what I can do, this is, I can change this to date. Okay, date. See, now I did not get any errors. See, now these are my date of births every year. 18th August, sorry, 1991, 92, 93, 94 until 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so this is how the generate rows tool work. Now we use multi-field formula. What is the multi-field formula? So what you want to select here? You want to select numeric columns, you can select only the numeric column. So if you select numeric here, only in my data stream here, only the age is a numeric column because it is in integer data type. So that is a that's why it is in numeric. So where we can check the data type, is here. Okay, this is in a numeric. Okay, then if you want to apply some formula, boolean, there are no boolean data type. If you want to apply some text type like strings, string, we can apply, we can select all the, if you want to apply. So this one is name is right. Okay, what we can do, name. So in this data set, what is the name here? So name is person one. So I want to append my name is person or my name is person. How we can do? This is just a concatenation. Concatenation is nothing but adding two strings together. My name is space place current field. I can select this. Okay, if I select, so if you select current field, whatever the fields are selected here, everything gets, the formula gets applied to every field. Okay, now what we can do, so this option is, this option we will be able to create new columns like new name, new gender, new, what is this, new date. Okay, I don't want to add this date. Okay, only I will apply this to name and gender. Okay, I don't want to apply this formula to gender also. I want to just apply this to only the column. So I don't want to create a new column. I will just keep the, I'll just update the current column. That's it. What happens now? So I run this. My name is person, my name is person one, my name is name one, my name is name two here. So this is how the data will be applied. I'll just click this. I'll put a browse tool also here. Browse. So every time we insert a tool, and if you want to apply the logic which we have created in particular tool, we have to run the workflow. Otherwise, it can't be displayed. So this is the profile. I'll open this new window. Okay. Here we can see the table. Here we can look at the results. My name is, my name is, my name is. It got applied to every row. So for example, there is a feature for browse tool. What we can do, open the results in a new window. Here in this part we can export new window. Wow, we can create multiple windows. Then what we can do, copy to clipboard. We can copy this data to clipboard, either all the records with headers, all the records without headers. If you copy this option, everything like these are the headers: name, gender, age, date of birth, and date function. These are the headers. All the data will be copied to the clipboard on the your computer system, where you can paste the data into Excel or whatever, wherever it is. Then what is this option? We can export this data. Okay, so there is a, so if you want to select like the selected fields, if you want to select 3 rows out of it, and if you select this, you can export this to a Excel file or CSV, whatever. Based on this option, you can customize the output or export. So I want to export this all records to, so what I can do, new book. Okay, new book. I'll put this as CSV. Okay, what happens? Save new book dot CSV. It will get saved. Click to view. Okay, so this data get saved in a CSV. What if we want to export this data to Excel? What happens? So if we want to all records, I'll put new book dot LSX instead of, so Excel data needs a particular sheet, right? Excel file needs a sheet to be inserted to copy the data. Okay, so I'm saving this as a XLSX. What happens if I hit save here? What happens? So it will ask you to create a sheet in that particular Excel. Okay, I will my sheet from browse tool. Okay, okay, let's see what happens. There is an Excel file created with my sheet from browse tool. So this is how the export option works in a browse tool. Okay, this is one of the cool feature which I really like. Then we'll go to preparation tools again. So we have seen this is multi-field formula, and what is multi-row formula. multi-row formula. So we have, so in this tool, in this generated tool, generate rows tool, we have created so many rows, right? So based on my date of birth till now, so since my age is 32, I have created 32 records or 33 records, which is already there, where there is one record already existing in the one, because including that one also we have created 33 records. Okay, so I want to apply a formula. So this generate rule, what we have done, we have created multiple rows. Okay, using multi field formula, we have applied a simple formula on multiple columns. We can use this also. So if we want to apply this formula on gender also, what happens? Okay, so if you see here, 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 my name is M, my name is F, my name is, so this formula gets applied to the fields whichever are selected here. Okay, I want to apply a formula to multiple rows, not the multiple fields or multiple columns, to the multiple rows. How we can do? Okay, if you want to create a new field in multi-row formula also, you can create. So this is the, so you can group by, we will discuss it later. So we will group, we'll discuss about group by later. So what happens? Okay, row minus 1. Okay, this is the row and it is current row. Okay, row plus 1, this will be the next row. So I'll try to explain this. Let me expand this. Let me expand this. Okay, so let's run this workflow first. Okay, so this is my data. Okay, the input for this tool is this data set and this is my data. Okay, what does row minus 1 represent? Row minus 1 is the previous row, like uh, so if you consider this as the current row, the before whatever the existing above this data is the row minus 1. So if you consider the second row is the current data. If you are applying the some formula and you have written row minus 1, so that row, at that point of time, multi-row formula will consider row minus 1 as this. So this will be the row minus 1 and this is the current one, this is the next one, row plus 1. If you consider, third row is the current row, this will be the row minus 1, this will be the row plus 1, next row. If you consider the last one, so row minus 1 will be the 32nd one, the row plus 1 will be, that is not there actually here, so that will nothing will be applied on the next one. So what we can do? Okay, so I want to apply a formula to row plus 1, I mean not row plus 1, the current row. Okay, current row, active row, whatever it is, current row. So this is the active row. If I click this is the active row and this is the minus 1, this is the plus 1. If I click this is the active row, this is the plus 1, but there is no minus 1, so it can be applied to the minus 1. So I want to apply new column, I want to create a new field, extended name. Okay, extended name. What I can do, I will put name place, this is my with sir name. Okay, with surname, what happens? I'll run this. A new column will be created. This is my input. I am applying for each and every active row. So nothing but, so multi row formula will be, we are using active row. For each and every active row we are going to create a surname with surname. Okay, so what happens? Oh my god, extended name. We have considered, we have created a column, but we have forgot to change the data type. Okay, I'll put this as 64 and I'll change its size to max is, max is 25. Let's see what happens. Max is 25. Okay, what is happening? Let's try with this one first. Update existing field and group by name. Okay, let's see. Run. Create a new field. Extend the name. String is, I put this as 100. Group by, I can't over here. So here nothing is created. Okay, what I can do? So I'll put this as, I'll double click it. Let's say, see, I got this. My name is Nikhil right here. Let's do something. I'll concatenate this. My name is Nikhil. Right, surname. Let's run this. Where I'm able to create multiple, where I'm able to apply a formula on multiple rows. This is what we can do. Instead of this, we can use formula also, where we can do extended name too. Like I will apply. I'll just click on this. I'll apply after this one. Okay. So extended name too. What I can do? Name place, name place with surname. This is what I can also do, but let's take example this here. So we can write condition here based on the previous one. Okay, so what we can do, if date time diff date time diff of date time diff of current row date time today comma I'll pass this recording for now because actually there is no electricity here, so I'm struggling.
Yeah, now this is the row count for each and every date of birth. What I can do, date time today. Okay, comma, row plus row count. This is my row count column. Each and every birthday row count. Hmm, uh, row count, comma. It is in years. Okay, I'll close this. I have to close this function. Uh, is not equal to 32, then null. Else what is else? I'll put this as name. End if. Okay, I have run. So what happens? Let's see. So this is my exact age. Okay, where I'm got the everything is null. Otherwise we can do, if it is 32, then instead of print I'll put to I did not apply surname. Else what I can do, place, I can write this as with surname. What happens? So here where I did not apply surname and I applied surname here. Okay, it's surname. Let's say if it is not 32, if it is greater than or equal to 18. Okay, if it is greater than or equal to 18, then I am a major. Okay, I'll change it. My name is Nikhil, not a major. Okay, this is what I want to apply. Right. I'm a major, I'm a major, I'm a major, I'm a major. It what? So this is the date type function. What I can do instead of this, here is my date time function, date type functions. So I think this contains the date type function, right? Date time diff. Okay, let's ignore this. And this is my age. How we want to put in the age? Okay, I'm a major here. Okay, what I'm going to print one more thing. If it is greater than or equal to 18, my age is greater than 18 and I'm a major. Okay, this is what I want to print. My age is greater than 18 and I'm a major. This is how we can apply formula on multiple rows. This is the multiple row. And what is next? We have done with multi-row formula, multi-field formula. Okay, now let's go to imputation. Okay, first of all, update specific values in a numeric data field with another selected value useful for replacing null. If you want to open an example, let's run this data. So first we have to run the data and check what the data is. Okay, this is how the data set is like item ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2012 sales, 2013 sales, 2014 sales. Okay, and we have to go. Yeah, we are going to apply imputation tool here. So what happens? So let's look at the configuration. So field to impute. Okay, incoming value to replace. So incoming value means in this data set what we have to look at. So if we are applying the imputation, so select none. I'm going to apply, no, not the sales, not the item ID. I'm going to select the 2012 sales. Okay. Now I will run. What happens? See. So I'm selected 2012 sales, and what I'm looking for, I'm looking for null value. Okay. Nulls for that here. Going to look at for nulls only. Then user specified value. I'm going to specify the zero here. Okay. So this zero will get replaced with the null. Okay. If you want to, uh, I will say 892. Okay. Sorry. My God. I will say
892 here. Okay, so it will look for the 892 value, and I'll replace with 223. Okay, what happens? Let's see. So this is the input and this is the output. This is the input, this is the output. This is the input and this is the output. So I want to apply it on everything. Okay, so this is the null average. For example, so 616 will be the average of this three. How do we calculate average? Okay, so this is one of the thing where we can replacing with the nulls. Okay, we can replace with the average. So this is one of the thing, creating new column with the imputed. So output imputed. So here we are going to select indicator field. So we are going to indicating this, and if you want to select this as a new field, so we have to check this box. That's it. So what happens here? So we are going to apply the imputation and everything, and we are going to replace with the nulls with the zeros here. So this one. So if we want to apply with the average, create a new field with average. So 616 here. Okay, this is the 472 average of these four. Okay, this is it will be creating a column indicator whether or not a value has been imputed. So what happens if we can create a suffix as well. So what happens here? Let's look at this. What happens? See, sales indicator, sales indicator, sales indicator. So imputed value with the indicator field, indicator. So this is about the imputation. Okay, so that's all for this video. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting content on Alteryx.